What is up, guys? Before we get into today's awesome video, I have a little announcement. We have our next drop for the STI giveaway going live this Friday on Legends Media, an entire new line. And before we start today's video, I wanted to show you guys everything that we're gonna be dropping. So a quick little peek here. I wanted to go with a really cool nighttime neon Japanese vibe with this drop, and it came out absolutely perfect. So this is the Midnight Legends Koi Fish drop, and it went all neon colors. I really like how we integrated the Midnight Legends logo into like the actual koi fish design here. So this is the t-shirt that is going to be dropping. I'll flip it around so you guys can see the front hit here. One of my favorite logos that we've ever done for Legends as well. So this is the t-shirt here. Then we had to go with a neon orange hoodie, one of my favorite pieces that's going to be dropping on Friday. We went ahead and did a little sleeve hit here with the neon Legends. The front hit is super rad on this. Oh, here's all the accessories that are dropping. The back of this one, same as the shirt, and let's see, except this guy gets like a little border. Super rad. I am so hyped for this to drop. And then of course we had to go with the black hoodie as well, because this artwork just looks incredible on black, and the front logo here. Really cool. This stuff is gonna be awesome, and I'm so excited for you guys to get your hands on it. And one thing that we did a little bit differently that we haven't done before, and something that I wanted to really integrate into Legends, is we call these clamshells, but I mean, you can call them whatever you want, like little tags or whatever. But we went ahead and did a do more tag on the sleeve, as well as the Legends on the inside when you flip it over. But you guys know that I live by this little quote right here, do more. It's even tattooed on my freaking body. This is something that I truly do believe in, and doing more, no matter what it is that you do, whether you know, you're building cars in the garage, you want to be a doctor, a dentist, a computer scientist, I don't know. Whatever you want to do, take that extra step and do more in any way that you can. And that's what I've done in my life, and that's something that I kind of want to instill in you guys as well. So we actually did that on every piece of merchandise that's dropping on Friday as well. Thought that was a cool little piece, but we also have some accessories like you guys saw. Everything drops this Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and every $1 that you guys spend is one entry in to win this amazing STI. Also, VIPs get double entries and early access to the drop starting Thursday night. So now's the perfect time to join VIP. Enough of me rambling on. We're gonna go ahead and hop into today's awesome video. Guys, and welcome back to the vlog. Today we are bringing back the S2K finally. I know a lot of you guys have had questions about that, and we're bringing it back, and we have a really exciting track day at Gridlife in Colorado. But we're starting out today here at RSFuture, and we're getting a brand new splitter made from our friend Amir, which is over here somewhere. But he makes, yeah, he's working. He makes some really gnarly carbon fiber splitters, and you do a lot of stuff, right, Amir? So he's gonna make us a custom splitter for our spoon from bumper, which we really need for Gridlife. So what's the plan, dude?
So the plan is we're gonna take a template of the bumper and design a splitter that's gonna be within the rules of whatever class you're competing in. I'm assuming street mod or street.
It's gonna be street mod, that's what it is. Yeah.
Set up a splitter for that and get one made pretty quickly, and then get you out there, since I know you leave in a few days.
Yes, this is gonna be sick. But as you guys can see, this is actually Amir's NSX, and Amir is like an incredible driver. So this is his full track NSX K-swap turbo. Dude, this thing is so gnarly, but we'll look at that later. Let's make the splitter. So the cool thing about Amir making this splitter is he does everything from scratch, which is like one of the coolest parts. So you're using like just paper to trace out the bumper, and you kind of build it out from there, right?
We just have a chipboard here that we use for a template. We cut the template out, lay it onto our table that we're gonna make the splitter out of, or splitter from, and then we lay out the carbon and the template of how we want it. So right now we just take a template of the bumper, and then from there we'll measure out what the rules say we can do and make a custom splitter out of that.
That's
so everything we make is custom.
Sweet. Oh, look at this. So this is kind of a sample of what Amir's splitters look like. I mean, with the air ducting and everything, like this is the real deal, dude. This is gonna be freaking gnarly, man.
So this is what we run on our NSX, kind of our demo car. We try to run what we sell to customers.
Right.
So it's a standard carbon fiber splitter, and we integrate the tunnels into it. So nice and smooth here. We use
the plates you were talking about.
Yeah, exactly. So these are just titanium plates, so that way they'll make some nice sparks. Good photos.
Right.
It's a 1/2 inch foam core that we have 2 layers of carbon on the bottom and 2 layers of carbon on the top. And other than that, pretty straightforward. So nice flat piece.
That's awesome.
Strong and durable.
Yeah, so in a nutshell, this is what he's gonna be making for the S2K. Straight from this really simple template that he made from the Spoon bumper, we're gonna get that awesome carbon splitter. So that's pretty awesome, dude. So before we leave, can you give us a walk around of the NSX?
Yeah, sure. I'm sorry it's up on stand right now because we had a slight issue on the dyno that we're fixing, but it's this is a K24. We just put the K24 in last month. We went from a K20 to the 24 with a higher compression rods and pistons. Setup's pretty straightforward. It's JE pistons, Brian Crower rods, Brian Crower stage 2 cams, and then we run a Prackworks carbon intake manifold, a custom turbo manifold from Riley at RS Motorsport. We're about to be putting on our Garrett G3770. And other than that, pretty not too crazy, you know, run-of-the-mill K-Series. Thankfully, because it's K-Series, we'll make 600-700 horsepower.
That is so gnarly, dude. And the interior of this, oh my God, man.
There's a lot of interior, like the door panels and the center console and the dash and carpet, because we have to for Global Time Attack Street Class rules. It's built to the limit of the Global Time Attack Street Class. A cage from, again, Riley at RS Motorsport built us this really gnarly cage. The back half's not in it right now. It's removable since it's a mid-engine car and we have to be able to access the engine. Because the car is aluminum, it's he designed these really cool plates to bolt it to the chassis. On the exterior, none of the arrows on, but obviously I make the arrow for that. We run a wing just like on these two cars, and then the front splitter, which you saw earlier. And the body kit is Margaret Hill's rear quarter panels and side skirts, Yakota Bodycraft front fenders, Eyes Impact front bumper, stock rear bumper, and a lot of little kind of odds and ends.
If you guys need any aero for your cars, Amir's your guy. I'm gonna leave his Instagram on the screen so you guys can find him, because like he said, he does splitters, wings, I mean, track prep, everything, right?
Yep,
That's
correct.
super cool. So now he has the measurements for the front bumper. We're gonna come back in a few days and get the front splitter and we'll install it for you guys. Front bumper is back on, so we have about 5 to 6 days before this car gets picked up and goes to Colorado, which probably, I didn't even tell you guys that yet. We're actually doing Gridlife Colorado Springs on the S2K, and I'm very, very excited about that. So we are getting a very fast carbon splitter made. It's gonna be sick. We're going 5 inches out, 5 inches out. We're gonna have a pretty aggressive side piece as well to be able to run some canards and some end plates. It's just gonna be really, really sick, and I'm excited to show you guys the end product. But now that the front bumper is on, we are actually heading over to WR Technica because we have some new tires to put on, and we're going a little bit bigger. So we're gonna have a wider stance and it's gonna look awesome. So let's head over to Will's. It's been a while, baby, but we're back. We have made it to WR Technica. It has been a while since we've been in the S2K, and it feels so damn good. But it also feels like my clutch is going out, which is not good because we leave very, very soon. We're getting a new tire setup today, and it's gonna be a lot better, I think. And we're stepping up from a 255 to a 265. So let's check them out. All right, so here's our old setup. We have the Advan AO52s in a 255/35 with the Titan 7 wheels, and we're actually going completely different with the new setup, and we have some Eagle F1, and these are 265/35s, I think, as well. Here we go, 265/35. Never actually ran the Goodyear Eagle F1s before, so I'm very curious to see how these are, but the AO52s are on back order, as well as the Nankang AR1s are all on back order. So this was really my only option, and they didn't even have a 255, they only had a 265. So I'm very curious to see how these are gonna feel. So the issue with the 265s isn't gonna be so much in the rear, because I feel like we can even run maybe like a 285, 290 in the rear, but the fronts is what scares me, because we don't have a lot of clearance with the fender right here, and we've actually already cracked the fender before, so hopefully the 265 doesn't add too much, but I guess we'll see. Just so you guys can get a quick comparison between the new Goodyears and the AO52s.
Really hardly anything. It's actually.
I mean, that's actually a kind of a good
these
amount.
These have a deeper sidewall.
Yeah.
So these have a more concave.
Right.
So it's actually going to be better.
Yeah, we'll test them out. I'll give you guys a little review of the Goodyears. I'm super excited to try something new. We've ran AO52s for so long, and I will say they're great and they're a very fast tire, but they don't last long. And when I used the Nankang AR1s on the 570, I mean, we tracked that car all freaking day and those tires are still usable. Whereas if we would have used the AO52s, that would not be the case. So I'm excited to try the Goodyears, try something different. But the AO52s will always be such a great tire. so strange.
Yeah, it's really
We're
weird.
so used to like a very aggressive, like boxy sidewall. I think this is gonna be a nice change. Moment of truth to see if the 265 fits up front. Cross your fingers here. Oh man, I think that'll work. That's actually better. That's way better than the 255.
That's so much better.
Damn, that's actually really nice.
Hey, you know, things are looking up for you.
Yeah, and the KWs are so stiff that I don't think it'll compress too much, but that actually looks way better than the 255s. Damn, this might actually really work out. Woohoo! Damn.
You could fit a big.
Yeah, we need a 295, maybe a 305 maybe. Dude, yeah, we have a ton of room back here for 295 for sure. Me and Tim are actually talking about the front fenders, and we might try and find a carbon molding place to make us spare fenders because these are cracked. We would actually like to widen the spoon fenders to kind of match the rear of the car too. So if we could somehow end up running 295 squared, that would actually be insane. All of the new Eagle F1s are on. We're gonna go for a little test drive, make sure we don't have any rubbing, but I'm full lock backing out of here and I think we'll be totally fine. So check it out. Ooh. Definitely feels sticky. Jesus. Give her a go. No rubbing. Wow, I'm surprised. I definitely thought we were gonna have a little bit of rubbing issues in the front, but we are good to go, man. And I'm very excited to test these out. All right, S2K is loaded up. Now we will pick this video back up in about 4 days once the carbon splitter done and we can actually finish up the S2K and get it ready for Gridlife. Hey guys, we're gonna take a quick break in today's video to give a big thank you to today's video sponsor, Movement. You guys know I've been with Movement for years and years now, and it is actually their 8-year anniversary. So, in honor of their 8-year anniversary, instead of my usual 25% off with my code, you guys are actually gonna be getting 28% off of your entire order at Movement from now until the 28th. So, now is the perfect time to get a gift for yourself or somebody else. So, if you guys don't know what Movement is actually a watch and accessory company based out of California. They sell watches, sunglasses, blue light lens glasses, bracelets, and rings, and they have styles for every occasion. Currently, one of my favorite watches that Movement has is the Minimal Sport, but I also really like the Mariner as well as the Chrono series. Everything on their site is really awesome, and like I said previously, they have a design for every occasion, whether you're going out, playing sports, or you're working out in the garage, they have something exactly for you. So, like I said, if you guys want to use my code, it's Dustin Williams, and you guys will save 28% off from now until the 28th. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave the Movement link down in the description box below so you guys can check it out along with my code. All right, let's hop back in today's video. As promised, we are back here at RSFuture with Amir getting our splitter for the S2000. It is now Saturday and the car leaves on Monday, so still a big time crunch, but our splitter is finally done, and I wanted to give you guys a little look as we're picking it up here. The splitter looks incredible. This thing is amazing. Look at the ducts right here, Tim. So this is much, much better than our initial splitter that we had on the car, which is just a flat piece of carbon. Now we have a true, real time attack splitter that's actually gonna help us a lot. And now we get to go to the shop and chassis mount this thing. It's gonna be pretty freaking crazy, but I think Tim's got all the right tools.
Oh yeah, we got this.
Freaking sick, man. I'm hyped for this. And we still have to make the end plates. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get those made by the time the car needs to leave, so we are gonna have some like end plate canard things coming soon, but for now, this is gonna be perfect. You guys can finally see Amir's car all put together. He just got back from Button Willow, racing at Button Willow, did killer. This is why every car I get, I wanna make into a track car, because it is just so awesome to get the full potential out of your car. Thank you so much for making this happen, and then like the crunch time that we had.
I'm stoked that you like it. So And we basically lay a flat splitter, then we cut it out and we bond in tunnels so that way get a little bit more efficiency, and then this makes it easy and very modular. We do offer things like that one, which has massive
that's crazy, dude.
tunnels integrated into it.
Yeah.
But this one is more of like the street class kind of stuff. This is the same thing I run on my car. And on the underside, you can see here, it's like your very dry carbon. This is the peel ply, so you peel it off and you get this surface of like real carbon. And then here, the purpose of the tunnel is to basically act as a diffuser, expand the air, and get faster airflow under the splitter. The goal is faster under it, slower on top. So that's why you have things like end plates that we're going to be adding soon to basically stall the air on the top.
Yeah, it's incredibly light. So this is amazing, and we're good to go for Gridlife.
Perfect,
Sweet.
man.
Thanks,
Good
brother.
luck. Have fun.
We have finally made it to the shop after literally probably about 5 hours of traffic on a Saturday in California. Absolutely miserable. But we do have a couple of things that we have to get done before we can actually do the splitter. Firstly, what I'm going to be working on is the oil. So actually, while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and start draining the oil here. Boom. The oil hasn't been drained in a while, so we're gonna do this before we leave. Let's put this guy, I'll forget that. And then also, one thing that I have not done ever since buying this car and very firstly starting to track it, this car has never had ABS. We had 3 speed sensors in the wheels that have actually gone bad, and I've just been driving with no ABS, which I guess is good for me to learn without ABS, but it's also a really big inhibiting factor in my driving as well, not having ABS, because we go through tires like crazy. And if it rains in Colorado and I don't have ABS, I'm not trying to die. So we got all new speed sensors, and we are gonna be replacing the speed sensors as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the oil change while Tim works on the speed sensors, and then we can actually do the splitter. And as always, we are gonna be using the Valvoline VR1 10W30 and the S2K. This is what I've been running ever since we got the car, and it's been absolutely amazing. So this is what we're gonna put in. Tired sausage, huh? Go. Quick little car break to play with Sparko. You guys have been wanting a Sparko update. Sparko is killing it, dude. He is a chunky 30 pounds living his best life. Look at him. He's a happy boy. Ball, see if he'll catch it. He can catch it sometimes. Go, go, go. All right, let's see. Oh, the catch! I have an athlete as a son. Whoa, good boy, good boy. Go, go. Oh, again. Nope, don't go that way. Nope, good boy. Let's get back to the cars. The new splitter is blinging in the shop. It looks amazing. We actually just did the first test fit and it fits incredibly. So this actually sits out about 4.5 inches and a couple of inches on the side right here for when we do our end plates. But we went ahead and got our measurements. We already have a bracket from our previous splitter, which is right here, just so you guys can see the difference between the RSFuture splitter and our previous splitter. Yeah, this thing is absolutely destroyed. This thing has seen better days, and we have got our full use out of like this pretty much like beginner splitter, and it did its job really well. But now it's time to move on, and this thing is absolutely sick. So we went ahead and measured. We got all of the mounting holes, which I'll show you guys the mounts real fast actually. Here are mounts right here that we already previously had. So we're gonna go ahead and line this guy up to that and drill these out. intermission in today's video. You guys don't know him, but this is actually one of my childhood friends from back in high school. When did we first meet? We were like 13 years old. Kai's actually here from Colorado visiting on vacation, so he came to see the shop and check out all the cars, and he really wanted to ride in the 570, so we're gonna give him a rip. Also, speaking of that, it's kind of funny because me and Kai were always like super into like supercars in high school. Oh, did you not open the door? There you go.
It took me a second.
One story in particular, me and Kai actually stole, Kai, I don't know if your dad might watch this, but we stole your dad's Mercedes, and that was a highlight of it.
It was a CLS 550.
It was sick.
Yeah.
It was sick.
It was cool.
That was fun for us at the time. Now, we're about to go rip the 570, dude.
Throws me back, man.
Oh, I had to let Kai drive it.
Oh man.
15-year-old Dut and 15-year-old Kai would have died and shit their pants if they knew if they knew that we were sitting doing this right now. How crazy is this?
Dude, this is the best day of my life.
The 15-year-old Kai that stole his dad's Mercedes while he was out of town.
Always wanted to do this. Dude, my heart.
All right, back to our regularly scheduled program, the splitter. So we finally got the splitter brackets on, and this thing goes on perfectly, and it's actually really solid. So we're gonna go ahead and demonstrate it for you guys. We'll take this side. It's actually really cool how these mounts work as well. They literally just slide in to these guys. So let's go ahead and, there she is. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but the splitter is now on. So that's only one point of contact that the splitter will make with the car. We are gonna have a whole nother mount system too to make sure that this thing is fully chassis mounted to the car. But as of right now, just with this bracket, it's like freaking solid, dude. So I'll go ahead and show you guys what we're gonna do next to actually chassis mount this thing even further. So it actually hits the front bumper right here as well, so you guys can see that. So we're gonna trim that, and this thing will be good to go. But the ducting and everything fits really nicely straight to the brakes, which is really cool. Yeah, and this thing is gonna be freaking sick. Almost done. So the center brackets right here are completely good to go. Now we're actually just doing the side brackets, which we're actually doing something really cool that's kind of DIY. We're using this wire here with eye bolts, and we're actually gonna mount this to a bracket on the chassis, have the eye bolts connect to the splitter here. It'll latch in and it'll suck it up really close to the front bumpers. There's no space in between, and it's all sucked up super tight to the front bumper. Just a good shot pup here. Look at this guy. Thinks he owns the place. I don't know what he's eating. Looks like foam. Sparko, hey, get out of your mouth. Here are our eye bolts that we're gonna be using for the side mounts here. And we're gonna shove this guy through. And this guy's here. You know what, Tim? She's gonna be sucked in there. That's the point. We're gonna give her a good suck.
Good sucking.
A good sucking. Now this is gonna be infinitely better than our first splitter, and I think it's gonna hold up really nicely. It just has to last, because the S2K is pretty low. So we don't have the materials today, but we are gonna make some like skid plates for underneath to hopefully protect the splitter a little bit more. And we'll show you guys that when it's done, probably at the track. So I wanna show you guys the process of how we're actually making these little cables with the eye bolts. It's actually really, really cool.
This goes over the end of the line, and then since we're going to be putting in the eye bolt, we're going to put that through the bolt, and then I'm going to take this wire, go back through.
Nice, that's actually really cool. Also, let me grab this. This is what we need here.
All right, now you put it in here. Put it in for you. Squeeze!
And there she is. And there she is. Good to go. Once you know how to do it. Okay, now that's how you mount the splitter, super easy. Now we have to figure out where we're actually gonna mount the side pieces, because once again, you guys can see this is where it's flappy, and that's where the cable's gonna come in handy. So Tim thinks we should mount it right up. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, up there like that. So if I take it and put it right there,
It sucks her all in.
so I just gotta make it the right length. So I'm gonna put a bolt, wrap this around, and then try and mark my line.
Nice. Okay, let's do it. Hey, it worked. That's freaking dope. Look at this, dude. Sucked her in, and the cable actually works perfectly. Now to get this thing off, we do have to unscrew. Oh, there's a hair on here. To get this off, we are gonna have to unscrew from here, which will be a little bit harder, but it's definitely worth it to have it mounted this tight. That is freaking awesome, dude. Nice. Now, just one more side to do, and this thing's good to go. You call time attack ready. This is the most solid freaking splitter there is. This is insane. I'm gonna do the step test. That's what's coming next. But just got the wheels on. So speed sensors changed, oil's changed. We got the VTEC solenoid gasket changed as well. Forgot to actually mention that ours was leaking, so we changed the gasket. It's good to go now. And now we have the RSFuture front splitter installed. Everything's mounted and good to go. Before we can officially call it a night, we do have to do a test drive to make sure everything's good and see if the ABS light still comes on, so our speed sensors work. So not only is this gonna be extremely functional for the track, it's also gonna make the front end look so much more aggressive with the spoon front bumper. If this thing can even get more aggressive, this is like the coolest car. Damn. And then once we actually get our end pieces too, gonna be insane. Damn. Oh my God. This thing is legit. Tim, we have all the downforce.
Step test?
Step test.
My name is Dustin, and I'm gonna step test it.
Oh, dude, I don't know.
It's pretty solid.
It's pretty freaking solid. I'm 200 pounds. I'm a little scared to step all the way on it, but dang, she's freaking on there, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty.
That's awesome. That's like the step. S2000 is ready to go. So now that we actually have it on, we don't need it on for loading, and I am really worried that it's not gonna be able to get up and down our trailer and on the loading trailer to go to Colorado. So we're taking this guy off for now. We're just gonna put it on when we get to the track. But to show you guys how easy it is to actually remove the splitter, we're gonna go ahead and take out the 10 mil bolt that has the wire, pull the splitter pins, and this thing will just come right out. So I'm gonna go and loosen this guy up and let's pull it out. Easy peasy. All right. Now for the test drive. The ABS light is still on, but I'm hoping when I drive it, it goes away maybe. We'll see. Little late night test drive, boys. Light turned off. That's good news. It's way too dark. I can't drive, but hey, the purpose of the test drive was to see if the ABS would turn off, and sure enough it did, thankfully. So mission accomplished here. Let's bring her back, and she's ready to go off to Gridlife. Well, we started this morning at 8 o'clock and it is now 9:20 at night. And the S2000 is officially done and ready for Gridlife. What do you think, buddy? Sweet. Tim and I are both extremely exhausted, so I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video here. Good news, the STI is up on the lift because we have all of our mods in and this thing is about to be crazy. Next videos coming up are all gonna be about the STI and all of the awesome modifications that we have. Don't forget, every $1 that you guys spend on the Legends Media site, one entry in to win that car. So yeah, if you guys are in the Colorado Springs area, come to the Gridlife event, come watch me drive. TJ's gonna be there drifting. We're gonna have so many awesome people there. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So if you guys are in the area, come watch us. Also get stoked for the track day because it's gonna be sick. Huge thank you to Valvoline for sending me and the S2000 out. Oh, and Timbro's gonna be there too. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel because it really does help me out. And we are on the road to 1 million, so let's get there. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Peace out.